something just ran through my. It's a lot of empty space up here sometimes. Just something just kind of ran through my brain.
Right.
Right.
So SoulFinger, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So G-Man, just count them in whenever you're ready, and we'll hit the clock.
All right. So we gonna do this live here
right now. We do it right now.
Okay. All right. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, what's going on, Knicks Nation? I'm just get to this real quick since I got 90, I got that minute and a half. So check it out. Kevin Knox. Can Kevin Knox have an Allan Houston type impact for the Knicks? I say no. Reason being, look at the past 4 years of his development, what he's done now. What has he done? In the mortal words of Janet Jackson, what has he done lately? Kevin Knox, what has he done? He's got splinters in his behind. That's what he has. His first season with the Knicks, he averaged about 8 points. He got up. The most points he scored in the league for a season, for a season was 12 points. After that, it's been on a decline. You can't put him on the floor for defense. You can't put him for a reliable 3-point shot because he's either beating up the backboard, putting dents in it, or going over the side. He's often lost on the floor. He's not mentally there. When you play the game and the team is coming up after the huddle to find out what the play is going on, Kevin Knox is over at the water cooler drinking Kool-Aid. So I say that to say this. If he was going to have an Allan Houston type impact, and if you're going to get the best out of him, he would have shown that last season. He had his position taken by journeymen, not 1, not 2, but 3 journeymen. That's what I say to that. And he also had Tibbs, who gets the most out of least. So what I'm saying is, in this case, you can't get blood out of turnip. I'll leave it at that.
Boy, SoulFinger had about 4 seconds left to spare, Freezie. I'm telling you right now, let me reset my clock. SoulFinger eloquently put. You know what I'm saying? That's pressure, Freezie. I'm just saying. Okay. I'm gonna count you in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow, SoulFinger went for my throat, but what it is I've been known as a defensive style fighter counterpuncher, and so what I'm gonna say to what he said is SoulFinger said here's my point. So Allan Houston in his career, he did not fly out of the gates either. Allan Houston stumbled out of the gates and had to learn his way, right? Allan Houston came from a big-time SEC school, just like Kevin Knox. And then Allan Houston had a bad NBA coach initially, just like Kevin Knox. Don Chaney was terrible. But then Allan Houston, in his 3rd season, was coached by Doug Collins, the same guy that coached Michael Jordan, right? Michael Jordan. And you may have heard that name before. And Kevin Knox, in his third year, was coached by a guy named Tom Thibodeau, who coached the youngest league MVP ever. So what I'm saying to you is that Kevin Knox, while he did not fly out of the gate, still has a ways to go. Allan Houston hit his stride at age 25. Kevin Knox will be 25 in 3 years.
Stop. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin.
All right, now back to Allan Houston and Kevin Knox. I was talking about Knox. Let's look at what Allan Houston did. Yes, he stumbled when he came out of the gates, just like Kevin Knox. Kevin Knox had more leeway because he had a coach to know what he was doing. Granted, I'll give you that. But you shot yourself in the foot when you brought up Tibbs, because Tibbs, who has turned people's careers around, i.e. Julius Randle. Let's look at R.J. Barrett, who is younger, who is also young. Yes, Kevin Knox came out of college, and he came out of big college, but his coach and film showed that he wasn't ready. He was a project, and he still hasn't taken that further leap. When you got the ball, when the man got the ball snatched from Zion, that did it. Ding, ding, ding. He was out. Just like LL took out my man. He'll be a fill-in player with the G League. He can't play defense. His feet are too slow. He can't finish. Basketball IQ is low, and he has no confidence. Allan Houston was the opposite. He got better over time. Knox regressed. He didn't just regress. He went, regress is, I'm going to use regress because I can't say what I want to say because it'll be a colorful adjective. And that, I'll leave it at that.
Boy, let me stop. So, again, SoulFinger finishes with 10 seconds to spare. he got time on the clock still, Freezie.
Okay.
What is that saying? He ain't even taking all his time up. All I'm saying is, let me reset my clock. Okay.
Well, he'll learn that he should have taken it because I'm about to knock him out the box right now.
let me count you in. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So can Kevin Knox have an Allan Houston type impact for the Knicks? Yes. And the reason being is because Rome was not built in a day. Shooters do not come into the NBA and have impacts like scorers. Steph Curry did not come into the league and have the impact of a Dwayne Wade, but who has more championships, right? So Kevin Knox can have the Allan Houston type impact once he puts his thing together. So here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? So Allan Houston played with the likes of Larry Johnson, Grant Hill, Joe Dumars, cats like that. Kevin Knox played with Emmanuel Mudiay and Elfrid Payton. Now, once the Knicks get a revamped roster, Evan Fournier, Kemba Walker, you will see Kevin Knox have an Allan Houston type impact because the impact that you make is not about that you put the dent that you put in the ground, but by the people that you have around you. When you have surrounding talent that allows you to get into your bag, then you get in your bag, but you can't get in your bag when Mo Harkless is the starter. But you can get in your bag when you have 2 Hall of Fame point guards that's going to stroll into the Hall of Fame, right? Kevin Knox will have an Allan Houston type impact for these New York Knicks because the roster around him will be better.
Stop.
Bim.